After researching Nostradamus, I found evidence of his detailed description of many events. I'm a firm believer of his predictions. I thought I should check to see if there were any prophecies about the recent Vegas shooting. Although it is a horrible event, I don't know if it is something Nostradamus would include in his book of prophecy. After all, he only wrote 942 quatrains, and we have more than 942 terror attacks a year these days. However, just like 9/11, this attack changed our lives. As we now walk under the shadow of fear, a fear that someone with no reason could attack us. So I started to look for possible clues in his book, and I think I may have found it. In Century 9, Quatrain 23, quote, "The younger son playing outdoors under the arbor, the top of the roof in the middle of his head, the father king in the temple of Saint Salon, sacrificing he will consecrate festival smoke." The massacre happened on the Las Vegas Strip. It is an outdoor concert, and singers sang on a stage builder like an arbor. Most people attending are younger people, and the shooter shot from two 32-floor windows. Can we say it is on a top of the roof? I try to confirm if the shooter shot himself in his head, but I can't find any information on that. However, the shooter's father was a known FBI most wanted bank robber, but he was also mentally ill. Is the shooter also mentally ill like his father? Is that what Nostradamus meant? You can't call his criminal father a king, but he was on top of the FBI's most wanted list. And the mention of the temple Saint Salon may indicate the shooter to be a religious fanatic. Actually, ISIS claimed responsibility immediately after the massacre and stated the shooter was a recent recruit. But no one believed them. Who can believe a 64-year-old retired accountant to be an ISIS follower? But on the other hand, who could believe him to kill so many people for seemingly no reason? Then line 4 mentioned sacrificing and consecrate festival smoke. Can you describe the shooting better with these 6 words? I have no doubt that this quatrain is about the Vegas shooting, but I am not sure if that is enough to convince you. So I checked the quatrain after this one. Century 9, Quatrain 24, quote, "Upon the palace at the balcony of the windows, the 2 little royal ones will be carried off. To pass Orsons, Paris, Abbey of Saint Denis, nuns, wicked ones to shallow green pits." Let's see what kind of drugs Nostradamus was on calling Mandalay Bay a palace. Actually, I found Mandalay is the Burmese capital where they had the palace before. And the shooter broke 2 windows to shoot. So, balcony of the windows is quite fitting. And the 2 little windows are where the crime was carried out. If you check the maps of Vegas, you will find Mandalay Bay Casino is not far from Paris Casino and Orleans Casino, 2 words mentioned in the quatrains. While, like many other casinos, Mandalay Bay has a big chapel, which could be called an abbey. The last line, again, can hold clues for the shooter's motive. I'm not sure if nun is another hint of his religious ties, but calling him a wicked one for sure is a good choice of words. But what does swallow green pits mean? I searched and searched without any success, till I realized green means money, and swallow money pits may indicate his money problems. Maybe he was upset about his failed investments, or big losses at the gambling tables. We can't be 100% sure these 2 quatrains are about the Vegas massacre, but the words sound more like today's news reporting than from a 500-year-old book. If it is the clue Nostradamus planted for us to solve, it seems very likely it is telling us the shooter is crazy, has money problems, and religious motives. I am sure we will soon know if Nostradamus is right. This is Ken Peters. Thank you for watching.